What's the exchange rate into euros?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Germany. Yeah. Hi, Sarah. Hi. Hi, Art.
Hey there.
Hello.
We're fine. We're not lagged.
We're not at all. How was that flight, Sarah?
It was really good.
Not bad?
Even the whole sleeping position, it was really cramped.
Yeah. Awesome. And there's Dora.
Yeah.
And there's Catherine. This is Catherine, right?
Yes, Catherine.
Looking fine and lovely.
Thank you.
How was your flight?
It was good. I slept a lot.
Good. That's what it's for. Did you have any help with that? Did you have any, you know, couple shots of something?
I spent the last 2 days staying up on graveyard.
Oh.
I was ready
That'll
to sleep.
do it. That'll do it. No kinks or nothing. Or a couple kinks?
No,
in your neck?
because when I did wake up, I was up everywhere.
Right. Oh, good. You were getting your exercise.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Everybody looking good.
James.
There's James. James. How are you? Look how cute. That's what I thought. Okay. Say goodbye. Okay.
Up on the top, and there's usually at the one end of the train there's a place where you can stand or you
Filming?
can put some bigger luggage if you can't get it up on the rack.
Give me a picture of you filming.
This is where we've got to be somewhat mobile.
Of you taking a picture of me. Whoa.
It's going to be here
There's
within
Simon.
6 minutes.
Simon
Run on
says.
time, too.
Whatever Simon says, we do.
Simon's like to do drawings. Bring it on.
Like the do you have the game here, Simon says?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And they have Legos, too.
Lego.
She
Now-
was interested in...
I'd like.
Legos is from Denmark.
Yes,
I know. I couldn't believe it. My husband.
11-year-old.
Giving me. I
Yes.
still love it, and I'm 23, so.
Everybody, where are we?
Copenhagen Airport.
That's right. People, do you know where we are? You're looking at me going. After 5 transferred layovers, we are in Copenhagen, Denmark.
She's probably got US time on there somewhere.
What, on my camera? There's not much battery left
It
either.
is 4:30 and 4.
Hello, Catherine.
It's 3:30 at our
4:30 a.m.
Yes.
That's okay.
I am probably the worst camera person ever. But Thank you. Don't tell nobody.
And it goes real slow.
That's great. I like that. There's a fearless leader. Mr. Clay, could you please show your jersey? The Buffalo Sabres. Fantastic. Have not won a Stanley Cup yet. And the Buccaneers and the Lightning won both. Doesn't that frustrate you?
Yeah, but look at what happened to the Buccaneers. They won it and they fell apart after that.
It's kind of like you win the victory and then what?
Hello.
Hello, Rachel. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm tired.
I am too.
Look at that.
At the Folk Center, they explain how they use some of that to make a vinyl.
On a high school exchange, 88, 89. I went to New York, stayed there for a year, came back here, started as volunteer, and ended up being on the board for 9 years now. I just stepped down last year from being the chairman. Been there for 2 years. And my wife have said to me that this is my last year on the board, so I'm leaving the board this October, but I'll still do some activities in YFU, and so that's me actually. So, Irene. Just, yeah, just the small
Just from the beginning. And
not from the beginning. No.
I was born.
Okay, in 98, 99, I went to Kansas, and the western part of Kansas.
Wow.
And was on exchange there for a year. And yeah, really, I went to a high school where there's this 39 students, I think. So yeah, I was, just way out there.
Where in Kansas?
In, I think it's Lane County, Healy, small town Healy. Yeah. I'm thinking of what this closest bigger town is, but there's no one, you know. I came into a garden city and then you do a pool. But anyway, I came back in 99, and I'm from the region where you're gonna be in the beginning of this day. Today I'm a leader of that region, and I don't know what else to say.
What was your name again?
What?
What was your name again?
In Danish, Irene,
Elena.
and in English it's Irene.
Irene.
Oh.
Yeah. Elena. Okay. I like it.
So you know the name, but it's just not the same pronunciation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's more to say. I've been, all kind of stuff. I've been helping to find your host families and stuff on this program, and that's mainly what I've been doing, and finding people that will help you to get through the program. So yeah, that's probably it.
Yay.
You all by now pretty much know me, I guess. My name is Simon, and as Simon says that I was in college in 2002 and 2003 in Wisconsin, in a little town called Marinette, on the border of Michigan. When I got back home in 2003, I got into volunteer work, with interviewed people who want to go on exchange, both high school and college programs, and last year I was with this program too, helping out with Copenhagen and with those days we arrive in Denmark, and that's what I do this year too, and hopefully continue to do the next couple of years, among other fun stuff in YP.
My name is Anne. I was in France in 2002. A good explanation about renewable energy in our country. Yes. So I would very welcome you into the house, and then I would like that we just sit in the library and have a little welcome and talk, and then we will be around in the area. But let us go inside in the house, so we not only stay in the parking place. For electricity over the year. These produce per year 2,200 kilowatt hour.
That would power my house.
200,000.
That would power my house with some to spare.
Okay. And of course, it's a lot of panels. And you also need to have your good pocket money.
How many panels is it?
It's 42 or 44. I cannot remember just now, but it's around there. And each of the panels can produce 55 watt. So just today it's not full sun. And the best time of the year here in Denmark, it is in the middle of June at 12 o'clock at lunchtime. Then it is maximum production. Because then the sun stays in south and directly go in. And then each of the panel produce 55 watt. And then the curve is so that in the morning, if that is the timetable, that will not produce, and then it will start at 12 o'clock. It will be maximum, and then it will go down again. And if we see it over a year, that is the months, January, February, so and so, then it will be the same curve. In June, and then again, go out, so. But it's produced most, of course, in the summer period. But if we count over a year, then it will give what a normally household need. In Denmark, we are allowed now it's produced more electricity that we use in Folkecenter. We are out here, we are not doing coffee. We have some federation running, but we are not using so much electricity. And then the measurement to the electric company go the wrong way around, as it go back. And then when the sun go down and the evening and we start wash our clothes or what we are doing, then the measurement go the other way around again. So that when the household over a year come to the end of December, then it is zero. No payment, no getting payment from the grid, but it's zero. Water is running, the cold water comes from the bottom, and when you heat up something, it will go up and be put in the storage here. And then you have it here, and then you can take all the hot water, what you need for 5 months in our climate.
In the winter, then you just drain it down, leave it empty?
Yeah. Also, this here is not with anti-cooling liquid, but normally these on the roof.
Here is my room in Denmark. It's quite nice. I'm very pleased. The house was built in 1926, and if I can get you a view outside. And we are recording again. This is my view. Outside is the cemetery that Lone was she doesn't tend to the cemetery, but she does tend to the church. And this is right outside my window where I am staying. And here's my bed. Ooh. And the bed cover says 200 years, Hans Christian Andersen, because he was Danish. What a good looking man. I'm going to take this tonight. We're going to go see one of the schools around here and get a tour. I'm going to stop talking to myself because I think I'm kind of strange. Okay, see you later. Hi.
Hi.
Everyone in America, this is Jens. Jens.
Here I am.
Everyone in America.
Det var godt, når vi kommer hjem.
Hi, Maria. And the cats.
See one of the bigger one even.
So those are from the Bronze Age.
From the Bronze Age. Isn't that true? And most of the hills are from the Bronze Age.
And so it's still a burial site. There's still people buried there. On skeletons.
Yes, you may find, or if they have been burnt, you might find the urns or
Do they ever have, you might have asked you this before, archaeologists out here digging?
Sure. In fact, we are passing a field where they are making some diggings right now. Passing now just in a few 20 to 30 seconds.
On my side?
No, on my side. I'll just slow down. So. Well, there isn't much to see, but det ligner helt klart sådan nogle søgegrøfter.
Oh, that's an archaeological dig?
Yeah, they are.
Men om de søger for afsøger, fordi der skal laves et eller andet der.
Det ved jeg ingenting om.
Det ved jeg heller ikke. Men
What
altså,
are they looking for? Just
Just
any
to
type
see
of
if
artifacts?
there is anything. If there's some.
Just anything.
For anything.
Yeah.
If someone's gonna build a house there.
They're looking for traces of Iron Age or Bronze Age buildings.
I hope they find some.
I guess the farmer don't.
Yeah, oh well, that's true.
But well. This village is another of our lowest parishes, village level. Aye. Prøv at slå os ned her.
Og blev sat ned med en ordentlig kran. Og så kan man sige, at de andre træer, de er fra grunden. Og det er så veden. Vi har brugt det også. Så det er, resten det er altså ting, der rundt fra, vi har sat sammen med. Og det er jo sådan et projekt, som jo aldrig vi er forhåbentlig aldrig færdige.
Nej.
Altså, vi vil gerne fortsætte med at
Ja.
gå. Og nu har jeg et jagttøj. Vi havde en af vores jagtdage herinde forleden dag. Det er derfor, det ligger lidt sorte fjer.
Nå, vi er sgu en solsorte eller noget.
Nej, det var fordi, at jeg har været på rågeregulering.
Okay.
Og havde så skudt en masse rågeunger, og så skulle vi jo lære at flå sådan nogle råger der. Så dem havde vi hernede, og så grillede vi rågebryster på og spiste dem på bålet også. Så det var en god øvelse. Og så sad de der drenge og blev fascineret af de der sorte. Det er deroppe. I skal bare lige gå ind ad hovedindgangen, så enten til højre og venstre, så er der en toilet lige med sammen. Så skal du gå til lige der. Ja, lige indenfor. Ja, så lige til højre. Så er der toilet. Det var min. Og det var dengang, jeg så udsigten.
Nej, det må da være nogle gæster. Ja, det må det være. Jeg vil også tro, at de elever, der har været til det meste af året, de kan altså godt bruge en støt forretning. Nej, det kan de ikke.
Det er det, ja. Ja, det er ikke dejligt. Så har vi så fået badebånd, det er færdigt her for 1,5 år siden. Så har vi sådan en lille ponton, der ligger der nu. Den ligger vi normalt i.
Jamen, der skal også være noget vind for, at der er noget ved det.
Jamen, jeg tør ikke prøve sådan noget. Jeg vil også lære at balancere i stille der, hvis jeg var dig. Så er
det er faktisk...
Der er ingen, der ser.
Ja, det er så det så.
Stines mand, han er helt
Det er derfor, de går og kigger med det meget.
Tror du det der?
Ja, det mener jeg, det er der. Så kommer han let til at gå ned, og så...
Is this the Olympic team?
Pardon?
The Olympic team?
Well, yes. Boom. Have
Sorry,
you tried
I missed
this?
it.
You haven't tried this sport?
I would be doing far worse. I would have drowned by now.
Well, you can't drown here. It's less than 1 meter.
Oh, okay.
The water.
No, I could probably find a way. Actually, I think if the wind is stronger, it's easier, maybe?
Pardon?
I think if the wind is stronger, it might be easier.
For beginners, this is fairly good.
Men er det ikke også svært at holde fast i sejlene, når det er sådan, at du skal... Eller sådan, der er så meget vind? Nej. Den her
Ja. Hvad siger du?
Den der synes jeg tit man ser.
Ja.
Der. Jeg kan bare ikke huske, at den betyder R eller sådan noget, tror jeg.
Does she know the name?
No.
Oh.
You recognize some of the signs, but we don't know what
I
they mean.
have seen many times.
Okay.
Forstår han kvæden visen, for hvad vi fandtes først og sidst, til lykke ej så ganske. Men lidt når både her og hist, det er det ægte danske. Vi fører løber i vores skjold, af hjerter tæt omsatte. Dem førte vi fra hele nøj, og ingen abekatte. Hver fugl må synge med sit væg, og livet kan vi skønne. Bare uden sang kun sidder slet, velkommen i det grønne. Og så er det... Jeg kan også se vikingeskib i derovre. Det har man også set. Beder. Ja. Og der, det var den sunge, og det var med forstanderens kone, akkurat ligesom i gamle dage, da Martin var skoledreng. med sådan virkelig appel til, at der skulle synges med på fædreland. Det her, det var ikke pjat, det var heller ikke underholdning. Det var...
Den der, jeg tror ikke, jeg kender den.
Jeg kender den, ikke også?
Jeg kender den.
Så jeg troede måske ikke, den var i denne her udgave. Det er jo ikke en, man synger sådan hver dag i hvert fald. Kender du den?
Jeg har aldrig sunget.
Fædrende land, ved den bølgende strand, i den højgrønne lund, ved det dejlige sund, at de syngende våger skylde, sidder dig du i sorgen din hylde. Dog for dig er det bedste tilbage, tiden lever den gamle af dagen. Sort ser det ud, men almægtig er Gud. De er fjender til lands, og fjenderne hans. De er fjender af sandhed og rette. De er fjender af kærlighedssætten. De har alle det værste tilbage. Tiden lever den gamle af dagen. Måne og sol sidder løser på stol, som et lejende går under alt hvad består. Dog dit vand sidder fast i det høje, over dig, over forsylde tøje. Lad kun lovsang afløse din klage, tiden lever den gamle af dagen. Højt over sol, hos din kongestol, og med skyerne bryst sidder kærlig og fast. Han som vogtede Danmarks øjne, end hans bue har klang fuld af strenge. Og hans bue slår aldrig tilbage, tro som guld er den gamle af dagen. Uden jord i bryst, ser den høje med lyst, der kan solstrålen bo, der kan himmel bygge gro. Han som hører, når muldjorden sukker, den med perlende tårer bedukker. Med den trøst kommer troen tilbage, at den lever den gamle af dagen. Fuglenes bryst storm danser med tvist, under mundharpen og små bigernes sang. Lykken vende som skibet på åen, lykken vende som blandet i skoven. Til den lykke man aldrig så mage, så en lever den gamle af dagen. Fædrende land, som på afgrundets grund, midt i bølgerne blå, skal du blomstre.
Always nice to hear from home.
Yes.
So, Art,
Jan.
can you tell our captive audience on my video camera where we're going today?
No.
Neither can I.
I think, well, the schedule says.
I believe we're going to the Folk Center, taking a
Yeah,
bus.
Folk Center to catch a bus at 8:15, and it says going to a local supply company.
I don't think we can hear you.
Oh, Find More Synergy Distant.
And just stuff?
And they are a local company that does alternative energy sources. And 80% of 43 households in the area, 80% of the energy comes from wind and biomass. And then they talk about another a malt factory in Vista, which makes
beer.
But they produce all of their own energy. I assume from the waste material from making the beer. So they run 3,000 kilowatt generators. So,
then the highlight that I'm looking forward to.
and they say a wind turbine.
We get to go up in a wind turbine.
525 kW wind turbine. Yeah.
Ooh, is that the big wind turbine, the 40-story high?
40 meter, which would be about a little over 120 feet.
Okay, that's pretty high. That's just about the right height to be really terrified.
Yeah.
Any higher and you start to lose perspective.
Any higher, you're just tired of climbing. But I think these towers are about 30 meters.
Okay.
And I think we would climb up inside the tower and maybe be able to step on the outside where the turbine is. Maybe just look inside the turbine.
Okay.
They have to be able to change the oil. And
we can't crawl out on one of the blades, can we?
No, you know, they look like they're turning slowly.
Oh no, I look at them and I know that would break your neck.
Well,
I would fling you.
The tip speed on the blades is over 100 miles an hour.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I've been mesmerized by the windmills.
Yeah, if one hit you,
I can't
really
stop
hurt.
staring at them.
They're amazing. They're just incredible.
They're gorgeous.
They really are
gorgeous.
Mesmerized I am, and Jens said that he doesn't notice them anymore, and I'm sure that after a while you don't.
Yeah.
But the entire ride last night, I just every time I passed one, I couldn't stop watching them.
They're like kinetic sculptures.
They really are neat. That is so cool.
Yeah, and that's what they do before they go to first grade.
Here's our group.
Before they go to first grade?
Fine looking group, please wave your hands. Good morning.
Good morning. From where my family is, there's what she calls a forest, and there's a trail that goes through it, and there's a forest park. It has all this really cool.
James is our fearless leader.
Oh yeah.
He knows everything about Denmark possible. It's remarkable. Go ahead, say something in Danish for us.
I know nothing.
It's pretty good.
Egg.
Just make something. Just make something up. Have you been asking words and sometimes they're exactly the same? Like, I'm like, how do you say it's good? They're like, good. So, okay.
I can say tak.
Tak for egg. Tak for egg.
Which is a sarcastic thing.
Did you get stamps?
The kids in my family say it often. It's funny, yeah.
Tak. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's funny because they have to find out what you want, but they don't know they're talking about. They say my name, they're like, it's like blah 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 blah, Emily blah blah blah. Were they 7.5?
Yep. You know, that's probably how a dog feels. All he knows is his name.
I was like, uh-oh. I'm not sure exactly what Johan was saying. He's the 4-year-old that's with us, but he, last night on the way home, he was saying my name, like, all the way home.
Oh, did he?
And he's been, like, so shy, like, not wanting to talk to me because he knew Maggie Watts from our school. Maggie stayed with him last year, so he was hoping it'd be Maggie again. So last night he was like, Maggie.
So we're on an open road in Denmark, going to see gigantic windmill, and my goal was to make a video that I could edit and turn into a documentary, but I think I am failing miserably. I can't get the camera to charge half the time, and I'm too busy working on learning and meeting people, and it's hard to run a camera when you're doing that.
And I got to go and play on a bunker.
A bunker?
A bunker.
Next time we have to sleep in the same room. Oh, thanks.
How about if you, the Fjord Norway ferry. There we go.
I might get cold, but no. With the sun.
I don't think it.
Where are we?
The ocean, huh?
1,400,000 kilowatt hour to the grid. And for long, and it has been design development at Folkecenter, not produced at Folkecenter, but it has been produced by a company up here. And it is the blade. We have made these circle around with the stones, and it is the whole diameter. When the blade was on the ground, we put the stone around just to make such a little fun.
Wow.
And such a windmill today, it's cost in this time 4 million Danish kroner. 4 million. Now we cannot buy such a little one. It's not to call them and ask for it, but these, let us see, 1 megawatt windmill today, it costs about 10 million Danish kroner. Okay. So when I stop it, then you have to look up and see how the tip, the brake, the air tip come out and break it. And then if you listen, then you will also hear that the mechanic take it. But first I will give you some figure, what it is produced before we close it, before we stop it. And then when you have been up and come down again, we start it again, okay? I will ask you friendly to take such a white dress on you. Not because it's white, but there can be some oil spill, because it is a machine. And you will also get some on your hands, but I mean that we can wash water, but just to cover your clothes. Okay?
It's going to stop the windmill. Going to stop the windmill. Yes. Wow. Yay!
Okay, we should have switched cameras.
Wait till everybody see what?
We should switch cameras. We'll do it when we get back.
You know, we really should.
We'll switch cameras for a while, and then.
Well, let's do it now.
Right now? Let's see if we can film each other, like if we stand in front of the ocean or something.
You want to go ahead and switch?
Sure.
Or just
Yeah, let's do it.
that way I can get you going up, and you can get me going up. Yeah, that's
camera. Record.
And zoom.
Okay. Show me yours.
It's just sorry, it's heavy. That's okay. It's already ready to go. Just press the red button. It may already be recording.
So how do you stop it when you're ready to stop?
You just hit that red button again.
Okay.
It'll pause it. Still recording?
No.
Turn it up for. Turn it up.
And then you push this, and then push the camera.
I got you.
That's
Then
record,
move it.
and then push the red button when you're ready to record. Okay. Okay. Wait, hold on. It's you know, since the light, it's hard to see what you're filming. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't look like an Oompa Loompa. I don't have my thing on.
You're not big enough to be an Oompa Loompa.
It's gonna my chopsticks. That's why.
Go.
All right, you ready recording? Yep. Here I go. I'm a little front, but we'll We'll see. I'm going. Okay, hold on, here, hold on. Oh no, look at me, I climb up. I know. Hey, once you put, when you go up, you go put that around your wrist. You can't go around your neck. Okay. But make sure it's around your wrist. So now I just need to go like that. Yeah. Straight up. Oh, yeah. To the Amazing Grace.
Oh boy.
Like this? Yeah, just as long as so it doesn't fall. What do you have on your back, Catherine? When you get halfway up there, kind of turn around and look at me.
Lots of noise up there.
It's not what I imagined it would be. You got no idea. New surprise every day. How tall do you think this is? Oh, do you think it's like this all the way up? Is these kind of ladders all the way up? Yeah. Woo! Oh my god. This is frightening. Just don't look down, you'll be alright. Hi. I'm scared. Hold those for a second.
It's a little warm.
Hold on. Oh my god. Do you think it'll film in here? The camera? Yes. Oh my god. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, okay. See anything? I can see.
That's her on the hand.
I can see. Here they come.
Yeah, all right.
This one's a little taller.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay. Oh people, we are ascending this. How many stories? Shit. How many stories? This is. Don't look down, you'll be alright. Oh my god. Can't believe I'm doing it.
Ascended how tall? I don't want to know. Never mind.
It's 1 meter, so it's
We're about
300 feet.
Oh my god. We just ascended 300 feet on a ladder. Up and down ladder, not stairs.
100 meters.
Oh my god, it's shaking.
Yeah, oh, excuse me, it's 100 meters, so it's 300 feet.
300 feet. And we all, it's such a coincidence, we all wore the same outfit today.
We must all shop at Walmart.
Walmart!
Because it has big lookout for
Okay,
us.
excuse me. Okay.
Today?
I'm up here on the 50th floor. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh,
This thing on her.
it's shaking.
It's not shaking.
I said you have a better package than
It's
some people.
wow.
No, I just can't stop looking at her.
Here, Michael.
Well, while we're up here, should we fix something?
Skin and the green hair, and I got it made.
Go ahead, James. Rig something. Like pull a cord and plug it into something.
You want me to unconnect the ground?
Yeah. Oh no.
I mean, it won't do anything, but it could eventually.
You can do it, Emily. You're almost there.
Who else is coming up?
Everybody.
Emily.
They're all coming.
Everybody.
Slowly.
Yeah. Not Jan. Not
Now watch
everyone
out, these
can
are a
come
little
because
slick.
Not enough suits.
Yeah, give me your hand.
You know what would have been good is some towels to get the oil off of our feet for the trip
Our
down.
hands.
Well, it's when we get down there, we're going to have to walk in grass or something.
Pull yourself up.
You got
Oh, that's what I mean. I mean for the way down.
Watch out.
You're alright? Yeah.
Emily, you're laughing or crying?
No.
Oh, she's crying.
Really
Oh,
crying.
you're okay, babe.
You're alright.
You're okay. Oh, she's there. Ah, deep breath.
Semi-driving with the back door open.
Don't look out the windows.
You're good.
Watch your head.
Oh man. Climbed up
You
all the
did
way
it.
with that over your shoes.
Watch your head right here.
Good job.
This Kevin still coming? I see a hand. That must be Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you feel me shaking? You did awesome.
Awesome.
Come on up, Kitty. Yeah, be careful. It's definitely a...
Same thing.
Ah, here's a view. Wow. What the heck am I doing up here? Oh man, it's windy. There we go. Well, try to get everybody running down, but I was all tangled. We look like a flock of seagulls! Well, I just ascended a 40 meter behind us. The most terrifying experience of my life, but well worth it. Well worth it. And some pizza trash. Oh. There are some wicked waves out here. But the sign says, surfing for boat. Surfing for wind. And I think I'm glad I didn't bring my surfboard. We look like volcanologists! Wow. Them, some of wicked things. So, like, I'm in Denmark, man. Ugh. So much for my idea of doing a documentary, man. Too much going on. I can't even tell you how much is going on. So busy. Oh, sorry, trying to take off. Sorry. Trying to do this. We just ascended a 40-meter windmill, and I was terrified on the way up. It was terrifying. But I did it. I did it. You don't want to know how terrified I was. But I made it, and I'm here, and now I'm over here looking at the North Sea. The North Sea, if you can believe that. I am the worst cameraman in the world. I don't have a plan. So, Sarah, what'd you find?
Rock.
What kind of rock?
Colorful.
Do you want to be a geologist?
No.
A colorful rock. Now that's Sarah. She's a real sweet girl. Very smart. Very smart. Very pretty and very smart. really fun and a good workout. Are your arms tired?
No, my guys are hips.
Yeah. Tom, this was your second time?
Yes.
Going up the same one?
Yes.
So this is old for you.
And the best part about it is last time when I went to go down and wash my hands, the wave came in and got me a little bit more wet than I wanted.
Uh-oh.
This time I know.
Was it about the same time of day or?
Just
I don't know. Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Very cool. All right. About out of
Left at 6, 6:10 in the evening. It's only in the summer months. From 1st of June, it's sailing until 10 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Jens, you're on camera. You want to tell us what this is in the States?
Well, okay. But this is one of the most remarkable hills built by the Bronze Age people who lived here 4,000 to 5,000 years ago. I think we should go a little further to look inside. And they certainly found a very fine spot to build it with a fantastic view where you can look over the Limfjord at one side and see the fertile farmland on the other side.
45,000 years ago. It's a long time.
4 to 5,000.
Oh, 4 to, I was going to say, we weren't quite evolved by 45. I'll strike that off the camera. Should I go first or you go? I'll let you go first. I'm scared.
Burial place. Okay, come inside and just make some light.
Oh my. Oh, heads.
You have your light into the sun.
Oh my. Oh, look at that. And so we light a candle. Of course, I've got my light on my camera. And do they ever have rituals here?
Well, maybe once, but not to what I know about. There's carvings in these stones, but I have never seen them because they are not very deep, these carvings. But there are carved some pictures in those entrance stones to the inner chamber. There are two chambers here, but we have to see them in a special light. Maybe that's possible. New energy.
There's a lot of water.
Yes. Right humid in here.
Wow. I wonder how they... so this must have not been covered with... They had to cover it with dirt once they were finished putting the stones down.
Yes, the first they put the stones in place, and that's very amazing how they did this, because they did not have caterpillars and things like that.
Right.
But there is a theory about how they did it. It was something that they made they built up with earth, and then they could roll it on this earth by the means of tree trunks. So that would be possible even to move those stones here, which are who weigh several tons. The biggest ones are weighing several tons, I think.
Wow.
And these stones are carvings, which should be visible when you put a light on in this way.
Oh,
I think there is
sure.
I don't know if that's natural in the stones, but it's. I have to take a look on the other one. Maybe you should take that light away because we need.
That's good because my battery's about to run out too. Is it that those black markings at all?
No, no. I think we should see for shadows. I never could. I can't find them myself. But I never had a flashlight with me.
Oh. Remarkable.
So I think we should move inside.
Oh, wow. I would think a lot of team.
Prepared by purpose, because normally I will just show you quite fast how this oil press is running and how they squeeze the oil out. But before that I need to clean it. And but I think you can also benefit from that and see how it looks. And then I will prepare the press and then make the introduction afterwards. What I have here, this is a very simple device. It's an oil press. It has an engine, an electrical motor, gearbox, and then a screw press here, which looks quite similar to a meat chopper, as you know from the kitchen. It's a little modified, so because we should separate the oil and the rest of the biomass, which is the cake. Which we have here, this is cake for the animals. So what I'm doing first is to clean the nozzle. Because from last time we run the press, here's sitting some rape cake, and because the press was stopped and it cooled down, this is hard like stone nearly. So I need to take it out in order to start the press again. There's on the diagram over there, you can see a little how the press looks like inside. There's this screw, and I just turned off this nozzle part of the head. Yeah, and you can now, when it's open, you can see the screw here in the end. So when I clean, you can take a look. It's really, really hard. What I'm doing now, I have to do every time I start the press up.
Sorry about that. Did you say you do this every time after?
Every time the press has been stopped, for a while I need to do this cleaning. But it's something like 5 minutes.
Is it if you ran the press constantly?
Yeah.
Would you have to stop and clean?
No. Because then it's cleaning itself always.
That's true. Not that exciting. At least not that quick.
I think what is the problem now that somebody tried to operate the press without the cleaning, and then it gets worse because it's quite solid. This. is to preheat the head out here to about 50 degrees. And there's a small thermostat, so it's switched on the heating now, and the control system measures the temperature. So now we're just waiting. I could say a little about the seeds here. These small black ones are rape seeds. I usually say that each part of the world, each climate has different kind of oil seeds which are suitable for the climate and the conditions there. And for us in Denmark and in Germany and this part of Europe, the rapeseed is the most suitable for producing oil and proteins. It's about 45% of the weight of these seeds are this is pure plant oil.
Yeah. 45?
45.
Wow.
So they look quite dry, but there's like small balls or eggs with oil inside. And to get it out, we just need to break the seal and then press it by compressing it. And this is what is going on here in this oil press.
Is it real easy to grow? It grows fast and...
Yes, it's enormous. It's like it has some specific problems or challenges or needs or demands or what we call it, but it's every farmer know how to grow it. And there's two different kinds of rape seed brands or families or what. I'm sorry if I use it not right.
Species.
Species, yes, sorry. And if we take it very sharp, it's a summer rape, which is seeded, what is called, you put the seed in the field in the springtime, and then it grows over the summer and you harvest. This is called summer rape. But we only use the winter rape, so this is seeded in August, I think. And then it starts to grow already and maybe come to this height before the winter. And then it survives during the winter and it's just ready. It's like sleeping. And immediately when we get some heat in April and May, it will start to grow like a rocket.
Is that what we see now?
Yes, all the years, yes. They just maybe three weeks ago, they were just like this height. And when the sun starts to have more power, it grows like, I don't know how much, but maybe 5-10 centimeters per day.
So it's planted in August, and then
yeah.
when is it harvest?
In late July or beginning of August. Yeah.
So maybe almost a full year.
Yeah. And the one reason to plant it in August is that to make the fields green, so they can absorb nitrogen and fertilizer and nutrients which are released in the soil, so it will be absorbed already in the plant and it's kept there for the springtime, so it will not be washed out during the winter time. So there's a demand that I think it's 80% of the land should be green over the winter, yeah, to have this effect to reduce the washing out of nutrients.
Does the plant require much fertilizer?
I was just going to ask if it
Yes.
the manure from the biogas.
It needs a lot of nitrogen, or at least more nitrogen than average, but it borrows the nitrogen. It just needs it when it's growing. After you harvest, then it's left in the soil.
Oh.
Yeah, or and in the roots and in the shields and so on. And if you just after the rape take another crop which also have a high nitrogen demand, like winter wheat, then it benefits from this nitrogen left by the rape. And then if you see areas, you don't need more nitrogen fertilizer for rapes. You just borrow during the growing season and then leave it on the field. So you should just have the crop rotation in an intelligent way to use this screw, which is rotating and pressing it this way. When it comes out to the head, it will compress the seed, it will reduce the volume, and in the same time squeeze and cross the shields. And by the pressure, the oil finds the way out from through this drain. But the cake cannot go out this way, so it is forced to go out through the nozzle. This is the way it's separated. So in this pressing zone here, it will become very, very high pressure. There will also be some friction here, so it will heat up this zone here. Now the press is preheating until 50 degrees, and this is to make it flow better here in this zone. It's like when the oil is cold and when everything is cold, it's very high viscous and difficult to move. But when you heat it up, it goes more smooth. The oil will reduce the viscosity a lot just from this temperature and until 50 degrees. So this is very simple. The most difficult of this is to make this screw so it can last for maybe 100 ton or 200 ton before you need to maintain it. The wrong direction. I think there's some mechanical problem inside. Diesel from the mid-90s is a so-called pre-chamber diesel engine. It has been modified 4 years ago to run on this fuel, and the modification is just to add some components like such a heat exchanger, which will heat the fuel by the cooling water, is to change injectors. These are these small nozzles there to make a better spray. Also, especially at the cold engine with cold fuel, it's glow plugs, they're electrical heaters there, which are connected on close to the injectors, and they are situated inside the pre-chamber of the engine. And this combination makes the engine able to start cold on cold fuel.
And what are they called, those little things?
Those are injectors, and those are glow plugs. When you put the power from the battery, they will be glowing red or orange or even white if it's very hot. And this is a technology used to start cold diesel engines. So now I preheat, and now the yellow lamp went off, and then I wait maybe 5 seconds more, just to give it a little more heat.
That was a cold engine.
Yeah, it was shaking a little. Doing this, most of the industry do it. Like Volkswagen industry use for about 15 or 20 seconds. And this car, as it is now, you can do it. Maybe I don't drive. So I usually just started and go immediately. This car has about mileage of 370,000 kilometers. And I had on my wife drives a Volkswagen.
If this would have been a cold morning in January, that yellow light would have taken a little longer.
It does smell bacon.
Can you imagine having exhaust smelling like bacon instead of diesel?
It does smell like bacon.
I walked back here to check because I work in a gas station, so I smell diesel all the time.
Look at that. I can stand directly behind this, and there's nothing. I can stand. This is amazing. It's there's absolutely nothing.
You can't see it. No, nothing. It smells like bacon.
I could probably put my nose 6 inches from it and still not smell anything. Except for bacon.
Bacon, yes. Bacon.
It's not even hot.
No.
Don't smell it now.
You put your hand right there.
Wow. It's just like a hair blow dryer or something.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but put your hand on right there. It's hot.
It's supposed to be
Yeah, you can blow dry
water.
your hair under that.
People are also coming around.
That's so
Stretch your car, dry your hair.
Yeah, there's water.
And bacon.
It
smells.
That's amazing.
It does not smell bad. No, I like the smell. I mean, because.
Oh, it's wonderful. It makes me want to
So they
cry.
use the leftover oils from like you can go to fast food stores and get fast food.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah, have you heard of that?
No.
People are doing that. They convert it to that and they go to like the places where they fry things and they get the
they get the
spent oil and they put it in their car. But it will smell like French fries.
Isn't that amazing, Art?
And you can get it from sushi bars too. They do
Whoa!
That beats regular diesel.
That was funny.
Oh, the heck.
That's awesome.
When he pumped it.
He's getting a little blow-by acid.
In Florida, do they have veggie cars? I belong to a renewable energy group, so I've heard of them, but I didn't know.
You hear about them in Missouri, but not many people have made the conversion.
There's a group who ran a car around the entire country, put it on a boat, took it to China, around all of China, like a whole bunch of countries.
That would be great. To convert though, you'd have to have a good supply of rapeseed oil.
Yeah. Or what they run in Missouri is soy. Soybean oil.
My main question is, with fossil fuels, it doesn't seem like it would take up nearly as, we don't want fossil fuels, but as far as acreage and how much land would have to be used for this type of energy.
It will take a lot of land if you want to supply our consumption now. So we also have to think about how to reduce the consumption and how to drive.
Okay, well, I am here in the home of Birgit and Frank, and this is my room. And it's quite charming, actually. It's my bed where I slept last night. And I'm sorry, I'm doing a test run right now. That's why I'm filming down here instead of upstairs. Oh yes, and my time says I have 59 minutes. I was able to figure out, not completely on my own, but with the help of one of the other instructors, how to make this long play, because I was having a hard time. It was only 30 minutes of recording, and so I only have one tape left. Ah, bring out the light. Bring out the light. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? This is the most beautiful little town you'd ever want to see in your life. And the longer, actually, as soon as I stepped off the plane, I realized I'm absolutely insane to live in Florida when maybe I couldn't live in Europe. It'd be kind of hard for Nick and I to move there. But I really don't want to go back to Florida when I see how beautiful the environment is in Europe, and the homes, and the people, and the culture. I'm just thinking more and more that I do not want to live in Florida another day. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to. So let's rewind this and see how it worked, and make sure that it's recording appropriately. Okay? Okay.
Less and less.
Yeah.
I look at it as we remove land from agriculture, we lose these other services that they provide.
And here is an electric car run on solar power. Check it out. I promise you, if I tried to pronounce that, no matter how hard I try, I can't say it right. This is the hardest language I've ever heard or tried to speak. This thing, I don't know any facts about it.
She could help me find it in the store. It was just, you know, different packaging and
different lettering.
Dora,
Yes?
could you please tell my family and friends back home where you're from?
I am from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Most people think we do nothing in Iowa but grow corn, but there are other things that take place there.
Soybeans.
Soybeans, yes. I'm not a part of any of those things, but I'm very interested in renewable energy.
And my husband Nick's a huge Hawkeyes fan because he's from Storm Lake, Iowa.
And I'm not a huge fan. I apologize, Nick. I just don't watch professional sports.
That's all right. He just likes the apparel.
Yeah.
And
I
Art,
can hook him up anytime he needs anything.
could you tell my friends and family back home a little bit about yourself?
Well, Jennifer, I'm from.
Now get a close up on that beard.
I'm from Southwest Missouri.
I'll tell you the joke later.
And I teach classes in solar energy and renewable energy, and usually drag students have the into projects that are notorious, and then other faculty members as well.
And you have a solar. Do you have 2 electric cars, or there was something you had on campus?
I have a hybrid car that I drive to work. I have a bicycle I ride to work too. But on campus we have several electric cars, and we have a golf cart that runs on solar energy that doesn't have to be plugged in.
That's cool.
We've also built and raced solar cars all over the world.
Oh, that's right. I knew that there was a huge project that you were involved in.
One of them went fast.
Went really fast?
Yeah.
How fast?
We would cruise at 65 kilometers per hour.
Really?
Yeah. Just
For what distance?
forever.
Really?
Just as long as the sun was shining.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was cool. And it carried 2 people.
Passenger and driver?
Right.
Or 2
well,
extra passengers?
pilot and co-pilot. Either person
Okay.
could drive the car.
Oh.
It was kind of cool.
But not at the same time.
But not at the same time.
And hi.
Hello, Jenny. May I call you Jenny?
Yes, you may. You're from Buffalo.
Yes, is your brother gonna watch this?
Yes.
Okay, go Bills.
Yay! And tell us when you moved to Florida.
91, and I moved from Missouri to Florida. I lived in Springfield, Missouri, not far from where these folks are from.
Okay. Ah.
But I originally started in Buffalo.
Up until you were out of college, or?
Last time I lived in Buffalo was 88, I believe.
That was the height of the Kelly years, wasn't it? Or no, that was about the end of the.
No, that was just
that was the
near
height.
the beginning.
Yeah.
It was just before all the
because they was
excitement
drafted in
started.
'86.
So it was just prior to
couple
our
years
losing Super Bowl dynasty.
4 times.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás, Kevin?
I'm Kevin. I am also from Southwest Missouri.
Yay!
I teach at Crowder, but I came over here as a student. I'm one of the ones that have been drawn into the alternative energy things, but I had an interest somewhat to begin with. So it's been fun, and I've got to do a lot of things that I otherwise would not have gotten to do, I'm sure. So.
What's been the most surprising part of your trip here? One of the most.
Probably the ease with which to communicate with Danish folks, because pretty much all do speak English, and they tried to teach us some Danish when we first got here, but my family has said, no, we want to practice our English, so don't worry about it, you know. So, in fact, Tuva and I sat down last night and went over. She's taking an English class.
Yeah.
She had to write a paper that she has to memorize.
Oh, no.
And speak. So
and
we sat down and went over about 2.5 pages last night.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh. And can you still remember what you were able to say?
Well, yeah, some. I mean, you know, it's been a long time since I've used Danish. It was
3 days
this
ago.
morning.
the phrase you learned the other day.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah.
It'll come to me.
Okay.
You know,
I know
one thing, though,
Fischelstein, or
I think-
Fischelstag, or Fischel.
Yeah, Fischelstein.
I try to say things and they just all start laughing at me.
I know, it's the same with me.
I guess it's just so. It's just difficult.
We're not good yet. But you know, I think there's a software service online called Rosetta Stone.
Yes.
And they have all the languages available. And I think I will try that.
Yeah.
Next time.
Because you're coming next year too,
Oh yeah,
right?
you folks in Florida. I'm the instructor next year, so.
Oh yay! Yay! I'm gonna hopefully piece this together when I get home and try to convince other people to come.
That'd be great.
I'm not the best camera person, so we'll see how it works out. Bye bye everybody. We'll see you in a bit. And this is the troublemaker section.
Do you know how many? Only now that you're over.
No, they're different. They really look the same age, but
So many of our presents are
yeah,
from
if
School
you
of
think about
Bones.
that,
It's really weird.
how
Yeah.
many presents are from the
that's
actual
spooky.
fraternity?
So many of them are from
Special Reagan was the only
Mike, are
one
you a
who
troublemaker?
Yeah, okay, so only one was in the School
Head
of Us.
student.
Okay.
He's an
His,
instigator.
his
He
vice
partied
president.
too much last night. He had 104 fever he had an alcohol and drug overdose.
There's an author that did a whole bunch of research on it. Her name
This
is
is
Alexandra
James.
Robbins.
He's a
I saw
recovering
something on TV
alcoholic.
about it. It was really interesting.
Who's Alexandra Robbins? She did
James
research
is
on
very,
Skull and
very cool. Very
How did she?
I haven't thought of the word yet.
Sarcastical.
Beyond words.
How did she do it? You'd have to listen. She explains it.
Yeah, you have to be a male to get into it, which stinks. That means we'll never have a female.
She
president.
found some Skull and Bones members that cracked, and she did all kinds. She did everything except for get into the vault.
The vault?
The underground cave that Skull and Bones where they meet. It's the only place that nobody's been in there except for Skull and Bones members.
How do they know it exists then?
It's there. There's a door to it. You can go out right up to the door.
It's probably just a door with like a stone back, and you open it.
I
Oh,
mean,
stone.
thousands of people have been in there.
Yeah,
but
there's been
Or they
people.
say they've been.
They brainwash
stab you.
They brainwash them to think they've been in there.
Hello.
Actually, it was just a white room.
Catherine,
No,
you want to say hello?
I saw some. Hello.
Just say hello to my family and friends back home.
It's like Scientology.
Hello.
Good conversations over here.
We're talking about Skull and Bones. I read
Hi, y'all.
Catherine. Hello.
It is a bunch of, oh my god, I can eat split just like pulp in hot air.
Sarah would be all over that.
See what it tastes like, Sarah. Go ahead and take a piece.
Just because they feed it to cows and pigs doesn't stop you from eating it, huh?
But I try to take the oil.
It's good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Just with a finger there.
Is it hot?
Yeah, if you're gonna cook with it.
Oh, it's about 35 degrees. It's a little bitter. It's
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
shield. But after the sedimentation, it will just take a nice.
Is it okay to have a rock in there?
Is it what?
Or is that food?
It's not a rock.
No, it's just stuck.
It's a new pink rock.
It's amazing that that much oil comes out of that.
Yeah, those little seeds.
Yeah, you can.
Do you mind if I film the last 5 minutes on my tape?
Well, we're not leaving until 1.5 hours or so.
Yeah. Well, this tape has about 6 minutes on it.
Okay.
And I was supposed to be able to figure out how to make it last for 90 minutes instead of 30, but I wasn't able to figure it out. So anyway, so it's 30 minutes of really high quality. So this is Jens, and this is Anna. Hello. And of course Maria. Hello, Nick. Say hello to Nick back home and my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
This is David. And we're about to have lunch, and I leave in about an hour for my next family.
little bit of everybody, as one once said, who didn't speak so well English.
Who doesn't speak English?
Well, the only one was in Estonia or Lithuania, I can't remember. And then the meal was presented and the host said, this is a little bit of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
No, it's been great here. Everyone speaks English very well. Everyone's spoiled.
More or less.
I'll just show the rest of the house. This is the living room. And that is a painting of Lorna. And this is the dining room. I gotta make this fast because we're eating. And her office. Very nice. And we'll come back around. The library. Okay, a tour of the house.
Kun 11 gram fedt.
Har du ikke noget pølsechokolade eller sådan noget?
Nej, det er noget ost, det er bedre.
Det er ikke godt, det er cool. Jeg vil godt med en sommerhus. Der har vi altid sådan noget lækkert morgenmad.
Ja, det har vi ikke lige nu.
Det har vi købt.
Okay. Cheers to everybody in the States.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get my glass in there. There we go.
From a Coca-Cola glass, yeah. Skål.
And I say, talk for alt.
Yeah,
talk for mal, talk for alt.
Oh.
And that's all I know.
See you in Florida.
Yeah.
Yes, anytime. Disney World waits.
Oh, couldn't you just shut up?
School.
School.
Mm. The local beer.
Well, I thought Disney World was in California.
It's Disneyland.
Paris.
Disneyland, but Disney World, where it all started, is in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah. Oh, that's Orlando.
So there's probably not much difference between the two, but we have Epcot, which is popular. Epcot is it's a tour of the world. It's all different countries. So there's more other parks than just Disney World. There's several. And there's a place for adults to go play. All kinds of fun.
Oh, yes. That's just the two of us.
Yes, exactly. Like Las Vegas.
Oh,
so.
That kind of playing.
Well, I had a wonderful time here with your family, and we'll be in touch. I hope via email and letters and everything. And we'll come to the States, absolutely.
Maybe you have a good picture I can use from my homepage.
Yes, I think I got some good photos. So
Control button on the back.
Yeah, I
record button.
Turn me up.
James, is that a game you can win, or does it just keep going? What? No.